Hello YouTube world, my name is Lewis Brown, aka Astral Consciousness, and I recently been into spirituality for about over a year and experiencing astral projection, lucid dreaming, a little bit of kundalini, and I decided to make a blog and a YouTube channel about it. This is my first time talking to a camera. It seems pretty weird. But since it's a good, nice camera, I decided let's make a YouTube channel and I'll talk about spirituality along with the millions of everybody else. So let's talk about, I'm going to talk about my first astral projection experience. And it's kind of with lucid dreaming. It all happened the same month. And it's pretty nice, fun, crazy, psychotic. It's like some random things. Think about the most random thing you could think about, and then think about that going through walls and buildings, and the sun is like big behind light source, and trees are like super green and colorful, and it just throws you off whatever this human existence is. So I'd like to talk to you about astral projection and my experiencing with it. Now, when I first started into spirituality, astral projection and lucid dreaming and the chakras and electrical energy or sexual energy, stuff like that, it took me about 3 months of meditating outside in the sunlight. I literally just sat there in the grass, meditated for a long period of time. I gave myself like an hour meditation outside in the sunlight. I live in Florida, it's pretty hot, but I managed to get through it. It was about the winter time. I still worked a 9-to-5 job at a grocery store, and I was still be able to manage to meditate outside for at least 1 hour without mosquitoes trying to kill me. Crazy world, right? So through them times of meditating, I started experiencing little peaks of vibration, like you know, like when you shake but you don't see your skin move, stuff like that. And little by little, the vibrations kept getting stronger and stronger. And I started doing yoga about like halfway into a month. Started doing yoga. I started watching YouTube videos like Yoga with Adrian and stuff like that. I started doing, there's a whole bunch of yoga in the morning, and then right after work I make a smoothie, then do another yoga. So yoga like relaxes you. Then I had like fruit smoothies. There's technically not organic. Some food is organic, some food is not all organic, but I got what I can afford. Minimum wage. So I literally meditated, ate healthy food, these fruits and vegetables. I drank a gallon of water a day. I would literally get like a paycheck about, let's say $400 or $500, and then I go to the store that I work at and I get a little discount, and I'll buy like $20 worth of water. I'll stock that up with a lot of lemons and put the lemon in the water, alkalize it, you know, delicious. Kind of delicious, kind of nasty, but it alkalizes the body and helps flush all the toxins out. You pee quickly in the morning. With that, I also drunk tea. So all this helped like cleanse my body out, made me energized, made me more electric, more running, more energy, my blood flow amazing. And with that comes vibrations, and the vibrations, oh my God, it was crazy. So with the vibrations, I started experiencing about 4 weeks into it, tons of strong vibrations. With the vibrations, I started thinking that I could be able to astral project. So I would lay down on the bed or on the floor, pillow on my head like a little crook, you know, not completely going to sleep. And I would literally already been slept, so I had tons of energy, and I would drink like a smoothie or do yoga and then lay down. Then I feel the vibrations. With the vibrations, I would gently feel like part of my body leave my physical body. So I knew I started disconnecting. It took me about like 3 days, and I literally started being able to astral project. The one thing that stopped me in 3 days was like being able to know I'm astral projecting, I'm not controlling my breathing. You ever been in a situation where like you astral projecting, but you realize you're not controlling your breathing, that your body can do by itself, and then you pull yourself back? That screwed me over for like a week. But other than that, I literally got out my body. I saw I was on the floor, right? On the floor, laying down, eyes closed. I got out my body and able to see like my room. And then from there, my annoying family members woke me up and pissed me off, you know, regular stuff. But my first astral projection experience was basically when I was laying down asleep after a lucid dream. When I was lucid dreaming, First of all, I meditated and I had like a smoothie and stuff. I listened to some Manly P. Hall videos. Listen to him speak about spirituality and God and Orion and all the other things I'll get into later that you go watch other YouTubers about that I'm learning from. I literally meditated for a long period of time in complete darkness after I drink a carrot banana smoothie with some dates. I did a green smoothie with bananas and dates. Green, I think, got some DMT, but whatever. Technically, it was complete darkness for like 2-3 hours. Then I laid down. When I laid down, I went into the dream state, and then I experienced my first lucid dream. But technically not my first complete lucid dream, but I was more in control. It went from being in a dream of a school, not knowing what the heck's going on, to realizing I'm in a school. And then from there, I appeared away from the school, moving backwards until I was outside of a building. Then I noticed like I'm flying, like I'm moving out from a door, through the walls, through a window. It's kind of hard to describe. I just appeared outside of a school in the middle of the air. The school is on the ground with everything else. There's power lines, there's water, and next thing you know, it's like I'm in like a flooded Louisiana after Hurricane Katrina. And this is where I am, flying in the sky in the astral planes. I guess basically maybe somewhere on this planet that looked like Hurricane Katrina. And I was there. There was like houses, nice houses, but a flooded zone, power lines, a school right there. It was somehow beautiful. It was colorful. It was the most brightness things I can ever see. Makes you just want to go back in there. And from there, I started flying in the sky. It felt like I was free. I was energized. It was amazing. And then from there, I actually went underwater out of nowhere. It's like having limitations. Like, I can't fly. I can't go here. I can't go there. I'm a human body. These limitations slowly crept up on me. But a little bit, I slowly started appearing that I'm astral projecting, so I start flying. So I went from into the sky, flying, to dropping back down into the water and like trying to get out of it. When I imagine myself in the water, imagine myself as a human, but when I come out of the water, I have no body, and I'm just this entity that's viewing sunlight coming from the skies. Beautiful. The colors was vibrant. It was just like the description of how people say when you're in the astral planes. I'll get into more in depth later. It's kind of hard to describe, but astral projection is the real deal. Lucid dreaming is literally controlling your dreams and make anything you want possible. It could be some dangers if you technically have a dark mind, but astral projection, I experienced it. It's amazing. It's like random, and from there you start hearing your name being called, or you start hearing creaks in the house that literally sound like regular random things that humans will make. And as entities, you start feeling chakra spinning. My crown chakra right here, my forehead is activated. Can't shut it off, so just leave it on. And I experienced sexual energy. I thought I was going to have a Kundalini awakening, and didn't feel like going through that. I don't know what would happen. I'm going to try to do it, and this time hopefully be ready for it. And I'm going back into more astral projection things. So this is my first YouTube video when I'm talking about astral projection. I'm going to go more in depth and talk about the first time I literally went the astral plane, and lucid dreamings and crazier deep dreams that led to me experiencing what I experienced. So I'm going to talk to more in depth more, but when you're in the astral planes, there are some crazy things that happen that could lead you to a dream. Like after I experienced flying in the astral plane, I went to another dream that I used to work at another job in a crappier grocery store. And then this dream was more like a nightmare. So I experienced the positives of a dream, like being in a school that led me to the astral plane with beautiful light and colorfulness and water and sparkles and bright colors, to a damn nightmare when nothing made sense. Grocery store was just haunted. It looks terrible. It's like an entity realized that I was in the astral planes and decided to bring me to their screwed up world. Took part of my mindset or whatever I lived and fused it together with its own master idea. and put me in a grocery store and lit it on fire. So pretty much in other entities in a higher dimension or stronger than you can take your consciousness if you let it, if you like think it's a dream, and you would experience some crazy fucking shit. That is me, real crazy shit. So from there, in that haunted dream, I go into more depth, but I was in that dream after astral projecting, and the store started burning down and I couldn't get out. Everyone left, but I was running in slow motion. Everyone's leaving like a regular human, and I'm running like 2 miles per hour or less. Probably -1 mile an hour. I mean, you're going backwards. But I managed to get out the building, and the building burned down, and I felt like an entity was just watching me. Crazy things you experience while you slowly get into spirituality and astral planes and other dimensions and other entities. So this is my first YouTube video. I'm going to talk more in depth about my deep dreams, lucid dreaming, and the food that I eat. And I'll blog about it. So little by little, I will let you know about spirituality from my point of view. And pretty much do what I gotta do and talk about spirituality and Kundalini and astral projection. So this is Astral Consciousness, coming with the first YouTube video about spirituality and awakened consciousness with other entities and astral planes and lucid dreamings. And I will come to you next time. Astral out.